Hello everyone, my name is Shashank Shekhar, Master Teacher of Mathematics at Vedantu. We are presenting solutions for previous year's JEE Advanced papers. Here I am going to present a very nice question asked in JEE Advanced 2020 paper 1. Let's have a look at the problem. Which of the following inequalities are true? So one or more option may be correct. Integral inequalities are there in the options. Option A 0 to 1, integral 0 to 1 x cos x dx greater than or equal to 3 by 8. Similarly, option B integral 0 to 1 x sin x dx greater than or equal to 3 by 10. Option C x square cos x. Option D x square sin x. Right. In every option you can see lower bound is required, the minimum value of these integrals. Generally, what we do with the sine and cos function, we apply the inequality cos x less than or equal to 1, sin x less than or equal to 1 to know about the upper bound of the integrals. You might have solved so many questions on that in the chapter definite integration. But here lower bounds are required, so we have to think differently. We cannot use less than or equal to 1. In that manner, you are not going to get the lower bound for these integrals. However, in case of sin x, we know that sin x is less than or equal to x also. Is less than 1 is okay, and is more than 2 by pi times x or 2x by pi. But pi is not there as far as B and D options are concerned. In the right hand side of B or D, pi is not there. So we need to think in some other way, in different manner. I mean, there is something called expansion, right? Which converts every structure at the common algebraic platform. We usually use the expansion of functions sine or cos or any other function in the advanced level problem of limit chapter of limit. Generally, we don't use it while estimating the definite integrals. But here it is asked. So I will say that this question was very nice. I will rate this question high. Okay, let's have a look at the solution. How can we solve them easily? See, option A. As far as option A is concerned, 0 to 1 x cos x. Cos x we know, according to the expansion of cos x, we can write 1 minus x square by 2 factorial plus x raised to power 4 by 4 factorial minus dot dot something. So next term is x raised to power 6 by 6 factorial. So if you take the first two terms and the third term before the third term there is a plus sign. So I can say this is greater than or equal to 1 minus x square by 2 factorial, because the terms in 0 to 1, if you raise the power, the term will get reduced, and after the second term, there is a plus sign and the terms are getting reduced. So I can say that this cos x is greater than or equal to 1 minus x square by 2 factorial. If you use it here, right, so we'll get 0 to 1 x into 1 minus x square by 2 dx, which is equal to, now we can easily integrate it. X integration is x square by 2, x cube integration is x raised to power 4 by 4. In that manner you will get 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 into 4, 1 by 4 now. So it is 1 by 2 minus 1 by 8, that is 4 minus 1, 3 by 8. So finally, integral 0 to 1 x cos x dx is greater than or equal to 3 by 8. Coming to the option A was the same. So option A is correct. What do you say? Similarly, option B you can track sin x for expansion of sin x. What is expansion of sin x? Can I write 0 to 1 x sin x? If you recall, the expansion is greater than or equal to, taking the first two terms and after the second term there is a plus sign, So I can write sin x is greater than or equal to x minus x cube by 3 factorial. Yeah, one x is there also, one more x. So I can write in the similar manner. So x square minus x raised power 4 by 6 integral 0 to 1 dx, and this is equal to x cube by 3 minus x raised power 5 by 5 into 6. Apply the limits, you'll get 1 by 3 minus 1 by 30, and that is obviously 9 by 30, that is 3 by 10. So greater than 3 by 10, coming to the option, you can see that option B is correct. In the similar manner, you can see option C and option D, x square cos x. If we consider x square cos x, so option C, x square cos x dx will be greater than or equal to 0 to, okay, see option C is like is greater than to half. Even we can show that this is in fact I'm going to show that this is in fact less than half. Okay, cos x is in fact cos is less than or equal to 1, so it is 1 by 3. In fact, less than or equal to 1 by 3, how can it be greater than half? It is less than 0.33. How can it be greater than half? So option C is not correct. Option C is not correct. How can it be greater than 0.5? It is if it is less than 1 by 3, 0.33. Option D. Okay, 0 to 1 x square sin x dx is greater than or equal to 0 to 1 x square x minus x cube by 3 factorial, as we use in the option D also, B also. So it is 0 to 1 x cube minus x raised power 5 by 3 factorial dx. So 1 by 4 minus 1 by 6 into 6, that is 9 by 36 minus 8 by 36, that is 4 by 18, that is 2 by 9. Alright, it is in fact 2 by 9. So option D was same. The right hand side of option D, 2 by 9 was there, you can see. So this is correct. So in this manner, the entire question is solved using the polynomial approximation or expansion of sin x and cos x easily. Otherwise, I'll say that the question is very nice. I hope you understood the A, B, D are correct. See, everything is written in type form. Stay tuned for the next question. Thank you.